This studio has always been set up in a way that really only accommodates working on one project at a time. You know, I have one small work table. I have another table that I just like throw stuff on, and that acts as a holding ground, so I can kind of put some stuff there. You know, when I'm working, I end up pulling out a lot of stuff. Tools, parts, paints, all, like whatever. And these are all things that I'm using or plan on using within that project. And what I find often happens is that I want to pause and work on something else. But I have this weird overbearing stress about putting this stuff away. I've already pulled out the stuff that I want to use, and for some reason I feel like putting it away, it's like I'll lose my traction or my ideas or I don't know. I don't know what it is. So what happens is I start building up these messy piles everywhere of stuff that's like for different stuff. Like right now, this whole table here is mostly stuff to make my little Forbidden Psalm goblin vampires. And then over there, I just have this massive pile of stuff for Gaslands and then also organizing bits. But now I have like no room to work on anything else. This is obviously not like a very serious problem, but it is an annoyance. And it's something that I run into all the time. It prevents me from jumping on ideas or inspiration that I might have in the moment. So it's one thing to have like a project going and work on it, but sometimes you just think, oh, I want to work on that other thing or start this thing. And then you go and you look and your space is kind of like all full and a mess, and you just think, oh man, I don't know. I can't start anything now. There's nowhere to do it. And you think, well, I'll clean up. But if you clean up, then that's going to kill the other projects. So I don't know, but that's what I have to do. I really need to get something else done here, and I need this space to work on it, but I don't want to lose this sort of, what is this? The like minutia of the build? Like this little, I got a little pile of bits here. And these are things that like I thought maybe would be cool on these models. And I need to find a way to take this chaos of projects that are mid-project and find a way to put them away that isn't really put away so that I can just like jump back into them. I need to make modular chaos. So first thing is the project itself, the actual thing I'm working on. And that's pretty easy. Got some models. And I'm just gonna put them together. But then all the bits that I was using are gonna go right in there with them. That one's simple, it's very small. Hey, I just want to take a second to tell you about the sponsor of this video, Squarespace. They are my go-to all-in-one website creation and hosting tool. I run 3 websites and I run every single one of them using Squarespace. Since making my first one, it's become my go-to when I need something new. I can't think of a faster way to make a site and get it up and running and host it on the internet. They've got a bunch of great tools, tons of templates to get you started, to get the basis for your design, AI tools to help you with some of the wording on it, and everything is super easily customizable. Whether you know how to do that sort of stuff or not, it's all drag and drop, and everything you customize for the desktop website automatically gets formatted for mobile use, which is great. You can set up a web store, you can sell courses, really great for e-commerce in general. They also offer their own easy payment system, which is awesome. And if you need a website and you're considering your options, go check them out. You can start an account for free. And once you know that you like the system and you're comfortable with it and you want to proceed, you can just use the link and the code in my description and you can get 10% off the purchase of your first website or domain. So yeah, what are you waiting for? Go make a website. But I've also got all this Gasland stuff. I gotta start organizing this a little bit. I've been starting to move bits over into these containers, so I might as well start one that's just for the Gaslands bits. You know, doing these vlog style videos, I kind of end up in a lot of situations where I'm doing some mundane task, like organizing 3D printed wheels to put on Hot Wheels. It seems so mundane, and even like talking about trying to figure out simple things like organizing stuff. It all seems so inconsequential, and I kind of feel dumb talking about it. And I know that there's people out there who are like, this is stupid. Like, why are you like wasting so much time talking about this? This is not worthy of actually doing a video. And I don't think those people are entirely wrong. I mean, I kind of feel that way too. But at the same time, like these little problem solving exercises, they are a big part of the hobby. They're just like the unspoken part of the hobby. And I guess I don't know. I think that there is some merit to talking about them. I don't know that I'm going to have any exceptional, groundbreaking ideas in these territories, but maybe just the fact that I struggle with them is good to share. I don't know, I think like you watch a YouTube video, somebody's just making something and it goes so well and perfectly and good and it's easy and they just have all the stuff at their fingertips ready to go. And they don't show the mess and the cleanup and the weird problems that have to be solved just in terms of like day-to-day operations of being able to do this sort of thing. So I'm hoping that by showing it as mundane as it is, you know, like it does reassure people that that's part of the process and everybody deals with it. I've gotten so much joy out of watching Trent's vlogs, his permadeath series. Some of that is simply just because he's my friend and he lives on the other side of the world, and watching those makes me feel like I'm hanging out with him. Apart from that, I just like seeing that he puts so much effort and time and thought into what could be considered like mundane things that shouldn't be thought too much about. And I myself find that very gratifying. Anyway, the plan, because there is some sort of plan to what I'm doing, is to box up things that I'm actively working on and create these kind of grab and go project boxes. So I'm gonna just like put all the Gasland stuff in here. I got a really cool monster truck. Looking forward to using that. So I'll have all this stuff kept together, but not fully put away. Although I guess, oh yeah, that will even fit in there. That's nice. So now I can take this and stuff like the styrene and wire mesh and say, hey, when I want to work on Gaslands again, I just got to grab this box, and at least it's organized enough that I can just put it on the floor out of the way. Now I just got to do that with everything else in here. All right, my work areas are actually usable again. And the stuff I put away is put away in such a way that it won't stop me from picking it back up and getting back into it when the time is right. That task might not be that big or that important, but it now lets me move on to a different task that is kind of important and has been stressing me out that I haven't gotten done.